And I'm on the.
Okay, how do I get out comments? There
Yeah,
we go. Okay, we are up.
yeah, I'm on the laptop, my laptop, so I can see the comments too. Oh, let me get in regular live chat instead of top chat. There we go.
I don't know why they read all the comments when everybody can see them.
Well, they do that for people that are watching the replay, because when you watch the replay, not everybody can see the comments in the replay.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, that's why they do it.
It might just be me and you.
I don't know.
Because we are live.
Oh yeah, I hit 1900 overnight.
Did you? Cool. Oh, hi. We got Marcia and Teresa.
Ah, Marcia.
Hello, guys.
And
We're just
Gumdrop.
giving it a minute.
Teresa, hey.
And Gumdrop, hi.
How y'all doing?
We're just giving it a few minutes to get people in.
I remembered my shark.
I got mine. You wanna see the one I made?
Oh, that is adorable. A hammerhead.
He's a hammerhead.
I love it. I love it.
Where's my camera? There it is.
Hold on, I'll show you my.
Did I put the little eyeballs on him?
I got a land shark down here.
He's for my Oh, you got a baby down there.
I got a land shark.
Hi. We got Kimdree. Thank you. I worked really hard on him. I didn't make him as big as my Meg, but I even put his little mouth on the bottom. See?
No,
that's where they eat.
Yep, that's where they eat. Cute.
So he's going up with my guys. You want to see something else really cool?
Sure.
Hold on, let me get it. Look at these new pens. They're cracker pens. Isn't that cool? And then look at this one.
Theodore, go lay down, baby.
It's a mermaid.
Oh, cool.
It's a mermaid pen and a cracker pen. Aren't they cool? I love them. Cool. Robert went shopping. He found some cool pens. I said Robert went shopping.
Yep.
Thank you. Amanda.
Yes.
No, Robert asked me who was on here, and I said, Amanda, we're doing our shark thing.
Yeah, and then I get to go shopping I get to go.
Hello, everybody. Hello. Nice to meet you. Good.
Nice to meet you.
Oh, yeah, you haven't seen her through
I've never met her like this.
Yeah, this is Amanda. Tatmona.
Yeah.
This is Amanda. Hi, Beverly.
Oh, hi. I love Beverly. She's so sweet. She sends me pictures of her morning sometimes where she's got some beautiful wildlife and stuff that she sees on her morning coffee.
That's so cute.
Sitting by the water, she has coffee and watches my mornings with Jesus and takes a few snapshots and shares them with me sometimes.
Hi, Teresa. Hi, Kim.
Hi, Michelle.
Hi, Suzanne. I'll show you my shark in case you just came in. It's a hammerhead.
I got my rubber shark. I'm no good at amigurumi, but I got a rubber one.
Hey, they still work.
At least it's a great white. I think it's a great white. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's a great white.
Yeah. And of course, I got this pit bull sitting next to me. He won't leave my side.
Oh, we got Michelle
Yep.
and Beverly. Oh, Beverly said hello, Robert.
Hello.
Beverly, he says hello in case you didn't pick him up. But I'm sure you can because when he bellows, everybody can hear him outside.
Hello.
Bellow.
Better than having a squeaky girl voice.
Yeah, that's true.
I said I bellow hello.
He bellow hello. He's supposed to be sleeping.
Hey, I lost a pound in
That's
a
the
week.
key
Did you
word.
catch that yesterday?
You lost a pound?
Already, yes.
Cool.
Well, I actually only done the diet since like last Thursday. So from Thursday to Monday, I lost a pound.
Yay.
Yep.
Go, Amanda. Go, Amanda.
Hi,
Go,
Don and
go,
Mama.
go, Amanda.
Oh,
Hi. Hello, having fun.
yep.
I love their names. The Crocheting Dog Mom. That's good. Yes. I was a bad mommy yesterday.
Uh-oh.
You know, Pina, he's 12 now. So the two big steps from our back porch and front porch, he's been having trouble jumping it to get in. So
Yeah.
I've been carrying him in. Well, yesterday I had a lot of flies on the back porch, so I was trying to hurry up and get him in, and I hit his little head on the door frame.
Oh, no.
I said,
Bad
Peanut.
Cindy.
I said, I'm so sorry. So I gave him a steak bone. He was happy.
Imagine he was.
He had his own T-bone steak bone.
Well, me and Johnny had steak and corn for supper last night. We found some steaks on markdown last week, and so that's what we had for supper. Somebody said, I was talking to somebody, and they said, you're having steak. And that was on markdown. They were like, aren't you lucky? He was like, it was thin steak. It was thin steak. It wasn't no fancy steak. It was thin.
Beverly and Kim said, hi, Robert. It's nice to see you awake. Oh, my goodness. Okay.
Really? Uh-oh, my internet's getting laggy. I'm seeing it on the laptop screen.
No, don't leave me.
No, I'll switch to cellular if I have to.
Yeah. Is everybody ready for Shark Time?
Yep.
Oh, you like the mermaid pen. Cool. Did you see the clacker one? Where's my camera? I always forget where my camera is. It's like... There's a little mermaid. It's such a cute pen. See, and this end comes off. But you can take this off and refill it. So you don't have to get rid of your
Wait a minute.
mermaid.
Let's see.
It's so cool.
Fish.
It's refillable. I have got so much information. I've been keeping notes.
I got it right here in this book here.
Okay, you got the trivia.
Yep.
I got the ones from...
One fish, two fish, blue fish, red fish. Just how many different species of sharks are there in existence? Our options are A, 5, B, 50, C, 500.
Okay, guys, what's your guesses?
Is it A, 5, B, 50, or C, 500?
I'm not going to give my answer yet. Now we got one answer.
Got a couple of right answers.
Oh, Nana's here. And Marsha. Hi, everybody, if I missed you.
Don't forget your thummies, everybody.
Forget what? Oh, do they do that on here?
Yeah.
I don't see that.
We got 16 watching, and we got 12 thummies.
Yeah.
All right. Well, drum roll, please. The answer is C, 500.
Yes! Okay. So everybody who said 500.
Yep. I knew there was a lot. I knew there was a whole lot. Every time you turn around, calling something a shark, and I'm like, that's a shark?
Yes. And I have some information for you guys that, because I'm watching Shark Week. And for those of you that don't watch it, because I know a lot of people don't watch it, they have nightmares from it. But it is hosted by Jason Momoa.
Momoa.
You know, Aquaman, hunka. Neva said if he'd come to her house, she'd make him a shark hat. So,
Shark Week.
that's right.
I make you dinner.
Huh?
Just make him dinner.
She said, I'll make him a shark hat. I said, well, I guess Captain Amazing's going to give her a hall pass.
I'd make him a dinner.
I'd say, Robert, am I getting a hall pass? And you know what's good? No, well, not good. He's getting a divorce.
Oh,
So
that's not.
No, that's not good. But for single ladies, he's free.
Hey, I'm fixing to have weight loss surgery.
I'm gonna join Shark Week. See, I'm a hammerhead.
Get out of here. He's a goofy. Why? He's a goofy.
That's a total dad joke.
What?
She said that was a total dad joke.
You guys laughed. So
He's slap happy. He hasn't been to bed yet.
no, I've been up since like 9 o'clock last night.
And you're supposed to be in bed. Go get in bed.
Hysterical. Theodore, I can't sit and pet you all day.
Aw, you
Hold
pet
on.
him. You pet him all day.
Johnny! I know what they want.
They want your treats.
That's what they want. Would you give them one of them treats that Carla sent them?
I'm trying. Okay.
Hey there, Jazzy. Oh, well, I'm glad you stopped in to say hi.
Jazzy Tex. Aw, thank you. That's so sweet. What's your real name? Or do they just call you Jazz? You see my shirt, cat?
I love it. I absolutely. I want one.
I can't pull it all the way down because of my ponytail, so it's not making my fin stand up.
Oh yeah. Well, I left my hair down. It'll probably go up before I go out of the house though, because we get triple digit heat index down here.
Well, after I get done with this live, I got to post number, what day is it? 25. I've got 25 up, and then I got 5 more to go for our podiversary.
Well, you know what you could do? You can upload those things and then keep them private until you're ready to release them, and then go mark them public when you're ready for them to be live.
Oh, really? So I
Yeah.
can pre-put them on there?
Yep. Devotionals. I upload.
Might have to.
Yeah, I upload everything, and then when I'm ready for them to be live, I just go mark them public. They're already on the server, and I'll just go in and mark them public, and I'm done. Yeah.
Okay, cool. I will check that out.
When I'm on my game and I'm feeling good, I pre-record the week's worth, and then I upload them, and then every night I'll go in there and schedule them to release at a certain time, and I don't have to do anything else.
Okay, cool.
What?
Well,
Congratulations, Kim! Happy anniversary! That's awesome.
happy anniversary! Happy anniversary! Happy anniversary! Happy anniversary!
I had to jump in on that one.
Yeah.
Well, hello, Axel. Now Axel's decided to join me here. Let's see if we can get a picture of Axel. There is Axel.
Aww.
And there's Theo.
They
The babies.
said, "Why are you there?"
They They know why.
Congratulations, Kim.
That is amazing.
That is 31 years. What is 31? I
Hey,
know there's.
my oldest son will be 31 in September.
Hi, Sue. It's Mama Sue.
Oh, hey, Sue. That's a sweetheart right there, y'all. She is a sweet, sweet lady.
That's so sweet. I can't. 31 years. That is awesome.
I do good to stand a man for 31 days, much less 31 years.
I can handle Robert about 31 minutes, then I send him away. I don't go away.
She's doing great.
Yes, she is. Robert. Oh, he finally went upstairs. Yay. Okay.
All right.
Now he won't be bothering us no more.
Question 2. Time to get metaphysical. When do sharks become sharks? The term shark is in taxonomy refers to all the shark species within the same level of various, and it says A, classes, orders, or families. So A, B, or C. Orders, A for classes, for orders, or C for families. I don't know that makes any sense.
That's what they call it, the group of sharks?
That's the term.
They're saying C.
When do they? It's orders. Kingdom something. The animal we call shark starts getting defined right after the class. So they got a lot of scientific crap in here. We're gonna skip over that because that got a little too technical, and the words become a little bit hard for me to pronounce.
Sue, I'm going to tell you what I'm watching for Shark Week in just a few minutes. We're going to take turns. She's doing trivia, and then I'm going to tell you what I've been watching on Shark Week.
Okay. It says scientifically, are rays classified as sharks?
Stingrays?
Yeah. That is a nope. They are not.
I'd say they are more like in the octopus family. No, tell him go away, Sue. Stay here. Tell company to go away.
Well, she got herself a boyfriend.
Ah.
Yeah. She's not terminally single like me.
Well, what I'm watching on Shark Week, what I've been watching, is Jason Mimosa is hosting it. He's Aquaman. And I normally don't like guys with long hair, but he is a cutie. He is a cutie.
And he's got tattoos. I like tattoos.
What they're focusing around because it started exactly on Sunday night at 8 o'clock. And he did his intro. And then what they're doing now is they're going from South Africa to Egypt. And I mean, I didn't even know Egypt had this many problems on this. But
hi, Paula.
Hi.
Dog will.
I have to be careful when I watch.
TV crazy.
See, I'm doing my hammerhead. So I did some hammerhead information for you guys.
Awesome.
And see, my dog Peanut will only bark if there's a pug on TV. He can't stand pugs. I don't know why. And then they zoomies.
Oh yeah, my pit bull does zoomies. He hadn't done zoomies in a little while. He's getting on up there. He's gotten a little bit lazy, But my dogs feed off my energy. When I'm hyper and energetic and happy, they're hyper and energetic and happy. I noticed that this diet medicine that kind of wires me up. They seem to be getting active and energetic when I'm active and energetic. And I'm like, they're feeding directly off my energy. That's Caesar Milan, y'all. That the dog whisperer. Yeah, I watch him.
I like him.
Talking about.
He's good.
And your dogs directly feed off your energy. If you're happy and you know energetic, your dogs will be happy and energetic. And trust me, my 13-year-old dog has been happy and energetic lately because I've been happy and energetic lately. So,
well, yep. Peanut can't be too energetic because they said he's in stage 3 heart murmur, so he can't get excited. And we were going to adopt a new baby for him, you know, maybe an older pup that's around his age so that he can have somebody to be with.
Yeah.
But they said not that I can't do it right now till after they finish all the testing. Sure.
Yeah, them dogs have a hard time getting adopted because they end up getting dumped at the shelter because their owner passed away or they have health issues that someone can't afford to pay for or, you know, that sort of thing.
Yep. I commend them when they adopt, but I super commend them when they take an older pup because they've been in there the longest.
Yep. If I could afford to take one that's got health problems, I would. But I can't. So
well, the ones that usually take them are either vet assistants that take them right to their vet, or you know,
yeah,
somebody who knows works for them or whatever. They take the ones that really have a lot of problems.
Oh, I like border collies. They're pretty. They're really pretty, border collies are. Does she shed a lot, Paula? Does your dog shed a lot? I know Axel sheds like crazy. I got black balls of hair all over my house. The more we sweep it, the next day it looks like we didn't do anything.
Border collies are super smart. You could train them to do anything.
Yep. I know there's several of them on Instagram that are highly trained and do all kinds of stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, it's okay.
I'm going to give you my things for my hammerheads. Since he was the one I decided to make this time, because I already did my Meg, but Meg 2's coming out, and we're going to go to the IMAX where it has that big surround sound, so I can really hear her coming.
Well, depending on how my legs and back hold up, sometime this week I'd like to go to the we have an aquarium type thing. Yeah, we have a new aquarium here. Well, it's not new. It's been there a couple of years now, but I've been wanting to go to it, and they have sharks. I don't know what kind of sharks, not like huge sharks, but I think they might have a bull shark or something there. So I've been wanting to go down there, but there's a lot of walking involved, so I don't know how much I'll get in, but I've been wanting to go down there because it looks really cool.
Oh, Paula said that he does shed. But Teresa has a poodle and a golden doodle.
Yeah.
Those have regular hair, right? They don't shed.
Yeah, you got to get them groomed because their hair just gets bigger and bigger. But they're really good dogs, though. Those standard poodles and them golden doodles, really good dogs. Really good dogs.
I haven't had a doodle. I've had labs, shepherds,
because he had
Pekingese. I had an Australian Pekingese. Was my first dog ever. Yep, they don't shed because they have like people hair. Like
I'm trying to think what my first dog was. I think our first dog was maybe like a Dachshund or something.
My first dog was an Australian Pekingese. And this guy, I mean, we're talking in the 70s. I had just started kindergarten, and I had on my little yellow rain hat and my little yellow raincoat. And when my mom was walking me to school, because we only lived a block away, but she wanted to walk me the first day. And so we get to the end of the block and getting ready to go over to the corner by the school. And this guy's got a string, a piece of yarn, and he's kicking this little ball, right? So we go, I run up there and I grab the yarn off it and I pick it up. I didn't know what it was. It was only this big, like this big. With my camera.
No, Kim,
That
I'm
big.
into Georgia.
I've been to Georgia, but not the aquarium. But anyway, so she's an Australian Pekingese. He illegally imported them.
I'll be right back.
Okay. Well, I'll tell you guys. Well, the guy illegally imported them because at that time you couldn't. So he had the male, female, they had puppies. He got rid of them all except for the one. So I took her and I named her Pepper and I took her to school with me and I put her in my pocket on my yellow. I put her in my pocket on my yellow coat. My mom gave the guy $5, even though he said, just take it. I don't care about it, because he was getting sued because he imported the Pekingese. And so he got rid of all the puppies except the one. So I took her in my thing. And you know how you used to have those desks that you put the stem down and it makes them stand up? How they used to go like this, and then you put the stick up and it on the desks.
I think so. Yeah.
You know, the little hook and it's, you know, they go like this.
Yeah.
So I put her in my desk and she was so tiny because I always carried my Barbie stuff with me. I had to give her water in a Barbie bowl. Like that big. And she was amazing. She was 21 years old when she passed away.
Oh my.
Because she had a full breast tumor from her neck to her privates.
The hugest tank, whale sharks in it. Oh wow, really tall people.
People look like ants in front of it. Really?
That's crazy.
You remember those desks? Yeah. Okay, I'm getting off topic. Okay. All right, I want you to see how many, do you know how many types of hammerhead sharks are there?
That I don't know.
Is there just one? Is there 5? Or is it 9?
I'm going with 9.
Come on, guys. Oh, seahorses. Yeah, those are really pretty.
Especially since the male seahorse is the one that gets to give birth.
Did you watch them do that? Give birth like that? They just swim and they just fly right out of him.
It's pretty cool.
It is cool. You can look it up on YouTube and watch it.
Yeah.
Okay, and the answer is 9. There are 9 types of hammerheads. Okay. And I got a couple more things to tell you about hammerheads, because then I got a next thing. Okay, the hammerheads, if they get hit by a stingray, their barb, nothing happens to them. It doesn't affect them at all, doesn't pierce them, nothing.
I'm not surprised.
But they can kill the other sharks. But for some reason, hammerhead sharks, it will not even sting them. They're unaffected. And they can have virgin births. And they give birth to live pups. That's what they call a shark's baby, as a pup.
Yeah.
So they give them, they don't even need a male. Go away. They can do it all by themselves.
That's incredible.
And one more thing, you know what they can do? When they come to the surface of the water, they can tan. The other sharks can't. But they can actually suntan.
Did
so
you
they
know sharks urinate through their skin?
No.
Yeah, they do.
That I did not know.
It's disgusting.
I mean, it's so much fun watching these things and learning things. Like, I think you should learn something new every day. Every day. You should learn at least something.
Yep.
But that's my facts on hammerheads. So you want to do another trivia? And then I'll tell you some more.
Yep. True or false? Sharks are loners and never live in groups. Do I need to say that again? I said that kind of quick. True
Maybe.
or false? Sharks are loners and never live in groups. That's false. False.
They're
Though,
saying, they're saying false.
yeah.
False, false. Teresa's like, true?
Though it is true that there really isn't a permanent social structure in place for sharks, there are instances where when sharks do travel or work together, some shark species might pair up or hunt together. Young hammerheads stick together until older and bigger. There are some sharks that migrate together to warmer waters during their mating seasons, like the black-tip sharks who show up in the thousands and pepper the Florida coast every winter.
Sucks to be in Florida that time.
Yep, let me get.
That's why I don't go in the water above my ankles.
Theodore!
And the answer was false. They do travel in packs. They never are loners. The only time you'll get a loner is if you got like a rogue shark that has gone like totally bananas. And it's, you know, if you get a rogue shark, they have to get rid of it because it's just hurting too many people. You know, I think because of the heat, everything's in delay.
You good now, baby? You're warm now. It's got to be hot outside. The back door is like right behind where my laptop is.
Oh, the back door?
Yeah. My bedroom is right at the back door where I let them out to do their thing. They got a little fenced in area.
Now, did you know South Africa had such a problem with sharks?
Yeah.
See, I didn't know that. I mean, I knew they had sharks, but I didn't know they had like a really big problem. And now this was the first thing that they did for Shark Week is they were talking about South Africa. They started in New Zealand, then they left New Zealand because they got a call. They went out to South Africa and they were having a great white feeding frenzy. So all these great white sharks were coming in further than they ever did into land. And they're going between 18 feet to 20 feet. And
that's not your bowl, Theodore. That
so
is not your bowl.
What happened was out in South Africa, because of changing seasons and the changing stuff in the water, the whales die. A whale would die, will die if it's older or sick or whatever.
Really?
So
Really?
they had a feeding frenzy in South Africa this year they said there was so many sharks, you could hardly even see that side of the whale. They all just pack on it. Hi, who's the knitter?
Sorry about that.
Grandma Michelle.
Hi there, who the knitter?
She said, I'm Bren Michelle.
I'm wrangling dogs. Had to go in there and show them whose bowl was whose. Theodore decides he's the alpha and he'll eat out of whichever bowl he decides he wants to eat out of.
Well, I was telling them about the sharks in South Africa just this year.
Yeah.
Okay. They had 18 to 20 feet long. Now they have to have a minimum of 50,000 calories a day.
Mm.
Okay. So when they find the whale, they all just attack it and they can eat 10 times their weight. Okay. And then, this I saw and I was like totally thrown back. I was like, whoa. They said after the whale, if it passed away of age or sickness or whatever, well, after it's been out of like for 5 days to sea, and by then the sharks will leave it alone, the whole front head of it will blow up.
Wow. Yeah, the gases and all that will
But I mean, it blows across like a quarter mile. I mean, this thing just goes poof. And they showed it, and I was like, holy cow.
I bet that was cool.
It was.
In a gross kind of sense, but kind of cool, but not exactly. Yeah.
Well, if I can, I'll go back and find which one it was. I think it was the first.
I think I saw something
video.
like that because I was watching something on crocodiles in the same area, and then they were showing how crocodiles and sharks were feeding on the same thing. It was wild, and they were eating side by side, and I was like, really? That was cool.
Well, I love watching all them Sharknadoes. Sorry, it's my phone. I was watching all the Sharknadoes. Now, when they made the movie, it was like kind of a jokey thing, right? Well, people fell in love with it, and they started making more and more. And the more they made, the more bigger stars got into them. So it's just tornadoes over the water that catch up all the sharks, and then they throw them on land. And they're attacking people. They're going in their drain systems, going in their swimming pools. It's a funny movie.
And that, who's in it is Bryn Michelle. I'm sorry. A deer lady on the side of the road in the heat will do the same thing. Yeah.
They'll blow up too, for real?
Wow.
That I did not know.
Well, I mean, yeah, I mean, it stands to reason that, your body gets, at your decomposing body, and, any decomposing, mammal, you get stomach gases and all that stuff. And, that's why when even human bodies, you'll hear them refer to the floaters, if they've been in the water, and that your body gets to bloating, and it just gets more swollen and more swollen, and then it will eventually pop. It's really disgusting, but it will happen. So it even can happen to a human body that's been left in the water. It will eventually pop.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, hi, Pastor McClatty.
That's her name is Cindy. Hi. Yeah, but it will happen. It will.
I know her name.
It's just the natural order of things. The how is
Yes, it is a cult classic now.
It is what it is.
But I mean, and I love it. Robert hates watching those movies. He says they're stupid. I'm like, they're fun. They're for fun. Like Sharktopus, half shark, half octopus. So he can come out of the water and walk on land.
Only you. You're that special breed of people that likes that stuff.
I do. I love that stuff. And then they had killer donuts. And the donuts got infected with this like stuff. So they started rolling out of the donut shop, and they were killing people and burning their faces off. It was awesome. I loved it. They made it off of Attack of the Killer Tomatoes.
That reminds me that this movie, what was it like? So the second Suicide Squad, where they had this big old star or something that was the bad guy. I think I don't know if it was Suicide Squad, where it was something Bird of Prey, or it was.
Oh yeah, Bird of Prey.
Yeah, Bird of Prey, and the bad guy was this big gooey looking thing.
They made the Joker the bad guy, right?
Huh?
The Joker was the bad guy in that one because Harley Quinn left him. Well,
yeah, he was, but it was something I watched in that genre where the bad guy was this big gooey thing, and so when you were talking about that, all I could think about was that movie I watched with those characters in it that had the bad guy that was this big gooey thing.
Well, she said they're saying Sun Shark and Killer Tomatoes. The tomatoes would roll around and kill people.
Oh my!
And then they came out.
I really like tomatoes, though.
They came out with killer tires. It was a tire that somehow got charged, and it rolled down the road and killed everybody.
Oh goodness!
The Blob.
I don't remember how old I was when I saw the Jaws movie. I was pretty young when I saw the Jaws movies. I was not phased, though.
It came out in what, 1976, right?
Oh, I was 3.
Well, I was 6. I was 6 years old. But I didn't see it until I was 11 years old. And we were spending the night at my girlfriend that lived upstairs. My mom was working, so me and Vicky stayed upstairs. And we were in the spare bedroom, and the bed was in the middle of the floor. And all night, I just seen Jaws circling that bed. I didn't sleep the whole night. I sat there.
No, the Jaws movie didn't give me nightmares. It was the Halloween movies that gave me nightmares.
Oh, man. Those I can watch in my sleep.
There was
Those don't bother me.
It was a Halloween movie where they had these big jack-o'-lantern masks that would melt people's heads or something. I forget which one it was, but it was not a Michael Myers movie. It was
Pumpkinhead?
Yeah, I think that's what it was. Yeah, that's the one that gave me nightmares.
She was 13.
No, I was like
teenager.
That, and it gave me nightmares.
I'm just looking at how old they were when they watched it. And that was like my first really scary movie that I watched. And then after that, I was hooked. Halloween 3.
But heck, my youngest son, Johnny, was like 6. I want to say he was like 5 or 6 years old when somebody brought over a movie, Freddy versus Jason. And we were watching it, and Johnny happened to come in, and he sat between us and started watching it. And he's like, "You don't think that's inappropriate for him?" And I was like, "No, watch." And Johnny starts laughing hysterically. And
that's like, what I did.
Laughing at. I said, "He knows it's fake. He thinks it's funny."
Youngsters. I'm old. I'm an old lady.
Never took him seriously. So I never really worried. I mean, even though Johnny's, I didn't know at the time that Johnny was autistic. I just knew that he didn't take that seriously, and that he wasn't fazed by horror movies.
Oh, Paula, I'm so sorry you can't watch them. They're so awesome.
Look what I have behind me in this chair.
I
wondered what I was going to use those little pillows for until I got this chair, and I said, I need something behind my back, just a little something.
That's what I use mine for.
She sent me these little pillows for, I think it was Christmas, wasn't it?
Yes.
They got little foxes on them. Yep. And so I put it behind my back.
Every time I see red foxes, I just think of you now. Every single time. So Kim was 13, 14. Invasion of the Body Snatchers.
I remember that, but it was on TV when I remember seeing it.
Yeah, I seen it on TV. I didn't see it at the movies.
Yeah.
But the first time I saw a scary movie at that, my brother actually took us out. My brother Ricky never would take us anywhere. But he did take us to see Star Wars the first time when it came out. We waited in Cicero at the Olympic Theater. We waited in a line around the corner to get in. But he took us out with a date. And he was dating, his wife at that time. He married her. And that's where Kristen and Eric's mom. And so they were just starting to date. So he took us with because he was supposed to babysit us. And he used to pick on me and Vicky so much, lick our faces and hold us down and just take all our quarters, everything. He was so mean. And he takes us to see the movie Parasite. Okay, now this is the first time they actually did like a 3D movie.
That doesn't even sound good.
No, and then he left us. Him and her went to the back of the theater so they could be all kissy face. Left me and Vicky down in the middle row watching this with 3D glasses on. And it was about this guy, and he has, no, it's not stupid, it's good. The guy makes these parasites, and one of them jumped through his belly button and went in his stomach. So he's got this thing around in his stomach, and it's growing and growing and growing. Well, it finally gets out, and he catches it in one of those big, long, those metal coffee container things you carry around with you when you're traveling.
I guess.
Those steel coffee things with the
Oh,
lid, and then you got the cup on top.
thermos. A
He,
thermos.
yeah, he caught it in that, in a big metal one. He
Okay.
caught it in the thing like that, screwed the top on it, and he was carrying it around. And then these, everything's coming at us in 3D, and I'm like this. And then the guy, he's finally got it out of his stomach. The guy gets robbed by these biker guys.
Oh no.
And they take the thermos back, and the thing shoots out of the container, and they can't find it. It's gone. So they wake up in the morning. It killed the one guy, and then the girl woke up, and it was right behind her, laying in bed with her.
Oh.
And the guy found them and said, "Give me back that thermos." And he's seen the top was off, and he's like, "Oh no, it got out." It killed everybody. Just so you know. But it was a 70s movie, so for it to be in 3D was really cool.
The only 3D movie that I ever saw that me and the boys ever really saw that you got the full 3D version is back. I think it was like 2006. I think 2006. I think, or 2005, 2006. I took them to Orlando. We actually went on a plane and went to Orlando. And the only time the boys have ever been on a plane. And we were living in West Memphis, Arkansas at the time. So we went from Memphis, Tennessee, because it was right across the street from Memphis, Tennessee.
She froze.
Yep. So we went from Memphis, Tennessee to Orlando, Florida. And we went to Universal Studios. And Universal Studios had one of the Terminator movies in 3D. And so it was one of the Terminator movies that was in 3D. And we had these 3D glasses on. And Will laughed at me so hard. Johnny was only like 6 years old. And Will was like 11, 12, something like that. And me and Johnny were in the seats. And because the 3D, it had the liquid, like the liquid bad guy. He was, liquid. And it looked like he was.
Oh, the metal guy?
Yeah, and he looked like he was coming right for you. And me and Johnny were like doing this in our seats.
They did that with Jaws 3.
And Will was over there laughing at us hysterically because me and Johnny were just backing up in our seats. Because it really looked like it was coming right in front of your face.
Yeah.
And Will just started laughing at us hysterically. And to this day, he laughs at us about that. And I was like, oh, great. Just make fun of us because we were really into it. And, it really looked like it was coming for us,
Well, they did Jaws 3D.
Yep, it was pretty cool.
And when they did that harpoon, they shot it out and it actually came right at you. And wow. I was like, whoa, but the whole theater was doing it because it's like first time on a big screen, having it 3D and having it sharks and everybody's like waiting for the attack. And then they squirt a needle and the water or whatever's in there comes out at you. And everybody's like this throwing their hands up. It's funny. I like it.
Yeah, me and Johnny were not the only ones leaning back in our seats. We weren't the only ones doing it.
Have you guys seen any 3D movies? I know Paula can't watch scary movies, so I don't think she saw that. Friday the 13th was they did a 3D movie.
Yeah, I'm okay with thrillers, but if it gets real gory, I'm out. If it's scary, I'm okay, but if it gets super gory, I'm out. I think there was one movie that I started watching and it got super gory and I had to click off of it. I forget what it was, but it was recently, in recent years anyway. But I forget what exactly it started being gory, but it started being super gory, and I was like, no.
I can tell you,
comedy movies I can't watch because they're just so stupid. Like that movie, Knocked Up. I clicked off of that because I thought it was so stupid.
Yeah, That
was
was
like, yeah, it was so stupid. I mean, they just kept beating on the guy for being a loser. And I'm like, okay, we get it. He's a loser. You know, we get it already. You know, 30 minutes into the movie, they're still droning on this home that the guy is a loser. Okay, we get it already. He's a loser. You know, and it never picked up steam and become funny for me. So I was like, nah, I'm done watching that. That's stupid. It's not even funny anymore.
Oh, you did see it 3D, Paula? Cool. Is everybody still here?
We still got thing watching.
Okay.
Not bad. Not
Has
bad.
anybody ever seen Motel Hell?
Oh no.
My aunt.
We done went off topic, kiddo.
I know, but Motel Hell, oh, that was crazy. Oh yeah, we'll get back to sharks. Okay, I do have one thing that could be interesting if you don't mind watching shark things. They said the attack was June 8th, 2023. This just happened in Egypt, where these sharks are coming straight up. Now their main aggressive shark in Egypt is called the white tip shark. It's got white on the fin top, white on these little side fins. But when you see the fin coming through the water and you see that white, you know that's the white tip. They're smaller than the great white, but they killed like two women and one man, and one lady got out of it, but they are in a feeding frenzy on the coast in Africa, and they said that it's the oceanic white tip shark, and they have it. If you look up Egypt Red Sea, June 8th, 2023, they have a video of either the attack or something of how these sharks just moved in, and they came right to the shoreline to grab people.
Wow.
And they didn't just bite them and let them go. They grabbed them.
Wow.
So there were, and that they said that they're the deadliest type in South Africa because they are so aggressive. They don't stop. They don't go away. They don't get scared. You can punch them. They won't stop. And they hunt in packs. So they just stay together.
Goodness gracious. Well, I don't have any plans to go to South Africa anytime soon.
Kim said several times Motel Hell. Yeah. It was they grabbed people and buried them in. They took their voice box out and buried them into the ground in a garden like this. And then when they were ready for them, they pulled them out and they made them into beef jerky.
Well, I just got past this. I've been binge watching Supernatural on Netflix, and I just got past the season where, or the episodes where they were fighting with Leviathan, and Leviathan was a bad guy that was eating people. So I just got past that. So thank you.
That the one brother, the dark-haired brother, he's in, I think
the tall one.
Yeah, he's in the second to last of the Friday 13th movie.
Oh, really?
Wait, is it Friday? Jason. Yeah, Jason.
Oh, is he? I didn't know that.
He's in there looking for his sister.
Oh, okay. I got a crush on the shorter one. His real name is Jensen Ackles.
Yes.
Ooh, he's so pretty.
Yes, Teresa, the white tip. There's white tip, black tip. They're crazy. But I was watching them. They were showing videos that they were sending up drones so they could look down into the water, and you could just see them coming in, and you just see these dark shapes under the water, and they just grabbed them. And they said that they go out into the middle of the ocean. They live in like the shipwrecks and plane wrecks. And the minute a ship or a plane goes down, they can hear it for miles away. And they are there. Boom.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of Freddy either, Paula. No, was never a fan of Freddy. The original Freddy's. Now, they did do a remake of Freddy, and another guy played Freddy besides Robert Englund. There was another guy that played Freddy, a different guy that played Freddy in a more recent one. And I was able to watch that one. It wasn't that bad. But the ones with Robert Englund in them, I can't watch them.
Oh, I love them. Except for the second one. They got so excited when they put the first one out that everybody just rushed to the theater to see this. So they rushed to make a second one that had no connection with the first one. So it tanked.
Oh.
But after they did the third one, it was great.
Well, your brother was mean, wasn't he, Paula? I hate that. Jump up from the closet. I had one younger sister, and she was a pain in the butt, but when we got to a certain age, she started kind of going off and doing her own thing and left me alone. So I was grateful for that.
Not my brother. He was crazy. He used to come in the middle of the night when like he had his day off, because he was a baker. So when he had a night off, he'd come in there and we'd have our Holly Hobby beds. My mom got me and Vicky each a Holly Hobby bed. And he'd come in there in the middle of the night and pull us off the bed like a ghost did it and crawl out. He'd crawl out of the room. We'd jump up like this, looking around. We swore there was a ghost in our room for years. He was mean. And he licked our faces until we started wearing makeup at 15, 16 was the time he stopped licking our face.
I'd have found the worst tasting makeup I could have found. Just so that when he licked it, he would have. I'd have found something that tasted real bad, but that my face could have stood to have it on it, just for that purpose. So that he would have come back and went.
Oh man, he was a trip, man.
I would have found something that tasted real bad and put on my face just for him.
Okay, I'm off subject, but I'm gonna tell you this. So me and Vicky were mad because he had his friend Ray, and they were together all the time. So when we were both there, Ray would help hold us down while Ricky licked our faces. And it made me so mad. So I walked into our bathroom, and he had just moved back in with us. He left his apartment, moved back in with us. And he, because he was dating somebody new. So he said, I need to save my money. And I'm like, don't let him come back. Well, I walked in the bathroom, and you know how you have those lights that have that big plastic on it, like they have in business offices and stuff? Well, in Cicero, they had that, and you could pop it up to change the long light bulbs.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm standing on this side, and it's real light. But when I go here, it's kind of shadowy. So I looked up, and I see a square up in the light.
I tend to sneak up on people too, without intending to. Did it to my oldest son the other day.
Peanut does it to me.
He turned around in the hallway, and I was just standing there, and he's like, Mama, you okay?
Well, I'll tell you this, and I'll get back on topic. But so I stood up on the sink, and I poked the plastic up, and all these dirty magazines fell out with all these naked people in them. Well, I mean, I was like, 8 years old, 9 years old? And I didn't know they made magazines like that. So me and Vicky took them, and we cut all the naked people out and just left the empty pages in there. And we put them back up in the light. My brother comes home from work. He goes in the bathroom, and I hear him start screaming and swearing, and we locked ourselves in our room. He kicked our door and put his foot through it. Me and Vicky, we were on the first floor. We climbed out the window, ran across the street, used the payphone. He's gonna kill us. My mom sent a cab to pick us up and took us to her work. I said, he's gonna kill us. He was so mad. There were just empty pages.
That is hilarious. That is hilarious.
Oh my God. And he had to call my mom and say, I don't know where they went. Their window's open. We just jumped out. We said, we gotta go.
Hey,
Oh. Isola.
Yeah, I told my people you told the best stories.
Oh man. We messed with him so much, so that's probably why he always did it.
That's fantastic.
I mean, I didn't know they made books like that. And I don't know what gave me the idea. Let's just cut them out and leave the empty pages in there. And we put them perfectly back in the little square like they were. So you just see one tiny square up there and they're all stacked up. And oh man, that was funny.
That is funny.
Because, do you know why? Actually, I remember why we did that. Because we had our piggy banks, right? Not piggy banks. Not piggy banks. I had the milk jars.
Oh.
And I filled them up. I saved bicentennial quarters. And I filled that jar full. Well, I come home one day and my milk jug is split open. All my quarters are gone. And there's a note in it and it says, Bluebeard was here. We'll give you my motorcycle if I don't pay you back. And I'm like, ah! I was so mad. And so me and Vicky went over into Hawthorne Racetrack. And during the weekends, before the races went off, they would have a flea market. So we went there and bought these big ceramic pigs that once they got full, you had to crack them open. You couldn't, they had no plug, so we couldn't get them open. So I thought, now he can't get my money. So I had this thing full, right? And I'd pick it up every day and shake it and know my quarters and stuff were in there. And you know what? When I cracked it open, he had used a coat hanger and went down in there and got the bills out of both our banks. And we'd hear the change, but you can't hear the dollars. He took all the bills and left the change. We were so mad.
Yeah, no. I'm not sure I'm understanding what Paul is talking about.
We found them on the street and we have a clubhouse. We all look at them.
Yeah, I understand.
What did I miss? Nope. What did I do? Oh.
Yeah, I don't know.
Wait, I'm looking to see.
I don't know. No, I get to sneak up on people because I'm flat-footed. Oh, the playbooks. Okay.
Oh, the Playboy. Oh my God, that was.
I think I found a Playgirl book. Oh, hi there, Chris.
That's what you used to look in the clubhouse. Hi, Chris.
Yeah, I think I found a Playgirl book of my mom's once. Because they had Playgirl books too. They didn't just have play books; they had Playgirl books too with naked men.
My cousin had one in her car, and she had just started driving, and I saw that, and I was like,
"Yeah, I seen one when I was little, and he had a hairy chest and everything." I thought, then I sort of thought all men had hairy chests for a while. I thought it was normal.
You just made me think of something. Okay. I gotta tell you this. You made me think of it. I know it's way off topic, but I'll tell you.
That's fine. I got another trivia thing waiting on you when you get done with your next story. So go right ahead.
Okay, we went. It was me, Sadie, Corey, and Corey's dad, Kenny, who was my best friend. He gave me Corey because after I had Sadie, they told me if I didn't have another one right away, I never would because my body was shutting down. So he gave me Corey, but we were always best friends. And so he came, we went into a ball game because the kids had won a raffle at school and they won tickets and we all went to the ball game. I can't remember if it was Sox or Cubs, whichever one. And so Corey wanted to go to the bathroom. So I told Kenny, I said, well, instead of me taking him in the girls' room with me, he's old enough now, take him with you and teach him how to use those stand-up, urinals. So Corey's standing there and, Kenny's telling him, quick, Kenny's on this side of him and Corey's here. And then there was an empty one. And so he's showing him what to do. And then a guy comes in and he's standing next to Corey. And Corey looked over and said, Dad, his is bigger than yours. It is.
You wrong for that. You wrong for that.
It is the first time I've ever seen him blush in my life. And I could not stop laughing. And he's like, it's not funny. Do you know how embarrassed I was?
Kids say the darndest thing. Kids have no filter, man. They have no filter at all.
Excuse me. I got myself choked. I was laughing so hard.
They're yearning for a smile. Hi there, darling.
Hey.
We're fixing to get back to our trivia questions right now, right, Cindy?
Yes.
All right, here we go. A parliament of owls, a gaggle of geese, an unkindness of ravens, and a group of sharks is called and our options are A, a risk, B, murder, C, shiver. So what are a group of sharks? Is it A, risk, B, murder, or C, shiver? Get over it, Cindy.
That's right. I haven't thought about that story in so long. Okay, she's saying it's a murder. I guess sharks too.
I see at least one right answer. And remember, all this is all in fun.
Yeah. I mean, if everybody in the chat, if you guys would like some stickers, email me at pupsandcrochet57@yahoo.com and I will send you out some mystery stickers.
It's okay. A group of sharks can also be generally referred to as a gam, school, or herd, but the other two options are real collective nouns too, a risk of lobsters and a murder of crows. So the option is shiver.
Huh? A lot of them got it right. Shiver.
Yep, shiver. Well, wouldn't you shiver if you seen a group of sharks come near you?
Shit. I would run on water. If I saw that thing coming up after me and I was in the water, gone.
I'm shivering.
Davey looking at me going, breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Not snack.
Wait a minute, that snack. I have that kind of attraction, like out of 100 people, it would find me.
All right, next one. I'm just going to steamroll. I'm going to take your turn since you took several turns.
Yeah, go ahead.
True or false? The great white shark has no known natural predator. I'm going to read that one more time. True or false? The great white shark has no known natural predators.
I have to think about that.
Lots of right answers. The answer is false. It's actually a very common misconception that great white sharks have no known predators. Killer whales or orcas have been spotted a few times successfully killing and feasting on great white sharks. Reports of declining great white shark populations often occur where orca pods hang out. The killer whale definitely is a true apex predator, and the name sure makes a lot of sense now. Apparently, orcas can kill great white
I'd
sharks.
say that. Killer whales.
I tell you, I got a story about that. When the same trip that me and the boys took to Orlando, we went to SeaWorld. And hold on a second.
I love SeaWorld.
Yeah, and happened on the trip where this was when they had Shamu, and I had always dreamed of seeing Shamu, and seeing the great white shark, Lord have mercy, no, the the killer whale show, the killer whale show. I'd always wanted to see the killer whale show, and so me and the boys had, and they do it outdoor in this big amphitheater thing that they have, and so there really wasn't anywhere to sit, so we had to just stand, and so we were standing there, and I was watching it, and I got emotional because it, when it's something that you always wanted to see since you were a little girl, it's just, you're in awe of this big animal and doing these tricks and doing all this stuff. And Will turned around and looked at me and he said, "Mama," he said, "are you crying?" And I said, "Yeah." And he said, "Why?" And I said, "Because I wanted to see it since I was a little girl." And he said, "I can't believe you're crying." He said, "You're embarrassing me, Mama." I said, "Don't be embarrassed." I said, "I'll stop."
I would have cried too.
I was emotional because I had always wanted to go, and I'd always wanted to see, Shamu, and there it was in front of me.
But it's like happy tears.
It was happy tears. I was just really just overcome with something that I had always wanted, and there it was in front of me. And it was, one of those once in a lifetime things that you just don't get to see, but maybe once in your whole life. And I did get to see it, so it was very special. And to know that those killer whales can kill great whites, that is just amazing.
She went in the 80s. Yeah, SeaWorld is really cool. Did you feed?
They're beautiful. Those manatees are gorgeous. They're funny looking, but they're also majestic and sweet.
Oh, the manatee tank. Did you feed them?
No.
The stingrays, their mouths on the bottom. So when you buy the food, you have to hold your hand like this, and they flutter over, and they just settle down, grab the food like this, and just flutter off.
There's some place in Florida that you can actually go swim with the manatees. I don't know where it is, but I saw it on somebody's YouTube channel a long time ago where they went and swam with the manatees.
I didn't swim. I swam with the dolphins.
I don't know, but manatees are cool.
They are.
They're sea cows.
Yeah, they had down in Chicago at the aquarium, they have manatees, but then for some reason something was wrong with the tank when they first had them. They died. 2 of them died. They got new pups, put them in there. I think they're called pups. Put them in there, and those 2 survived.
I
because oh,
she's talking about living in Destin, right off the beach for a few years. The amount of sharks in the evening swimming in the swimming zone would make you not want to get into the water.
nah, no. Grand Canyon Islands. Oh, swim with the stingrays.
I don't know about that. That whole sting part.
You know,
Hmm.
we used to feed the stingrays too in the tanks. You know, not manatees. I was thinking stingrays. They have the mouth on the bottom. I don't know what the heck I was thinking.
Get your sea creature right.
I know I got the wrong creature. It was stingrays we fed. But yeah. After it killed Steve Irwin, that stingray,
Yeah.
I didn't like them very much. And you would think, after all these crocodiles and giant snakes he went after, a stingray took him out.
Yeah. But I don't think he would have chosen any other way to go. To be honest, he was doing something he loved.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, and the kids are taking over with the mom.
oh yeah. He would be so proud of his kids.
Yeah.
Incredibly proud. His kids are amazing.
And the boy looks just like him.
Oh yeah. They both do. They both of his kids look like him. And now the daughter's had a baby, so
Yeah, bendy. Those things. Ooh, I haven't seen sand turtles like that. Sea turtles.
sea turtles.
I can't even read today.
Years, those things.
They're much bigger in real life.
I bet they do. I bet they are bigger in real life. Yep. I bet they're like this. Really huge. Yeah. They look like they would be really huge.
That's true. The things we do take for granted are the ones that have the biggest chance of taking us out.
I know one that we got turtles down here that'll kill you. Those snapping turtles, these big snapping turtles that we got down here. We got some down here that are armored that are bad. You don't want to mess with them.
They got those big things so when it could break your finger, right?
Mm-hmm.
If they break bones, yeah.
Yeah, they look like a daggum tank. They're something else, but yeah, they're down here in Louisiana. The turtles, snapping turtles. I forget exactly what they call them. Probably like an alligator turtle or something like that. I forget exactly what they call them.
They were talking about you too, guys, in Louisiana. That you guys got sharks a lot too.
They have been known to get into the bayous. Bull sharks have. Mm-hmm. Yep.
Because that's the scary part is because the bull shark can go from salt water into fresh water, not phase it a bit.
Yeah, they do that down south Louisiana, not up here. We don't have salt water up here. And where I live, we don't have salt water. But down in South Louisiana, where they have hurricanes and that kind of thing, they can. That's it. Yeah, alligator turtle. Yeah,
Alligator turtles. Yeah.
They look like freaking armored, man. They're crazy looking.
Aren't those the ones like they said are prehistoric, like?
Yep.
Along with the crocodiles and the.
They're a protected species, actually. Yeah, you can't do anything but just relocate it. And for whatever and whatever you do, don't get near its mouth.
I used to have a 3-legged turtle. It was like a box turtle.
It chased after you. Yeah, them leather. Yeah, the leatherback ones, they get big.
Wait, a leatherback turtle?
Oh yeah.
Is 6 feet long?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I gotta look that up.
Aren't they usually in Australia and them places though? Those are usually not in. Yeah, those.
I'm gonna look that up so I can see what they look like.
Yeah, down here you have to worry about how big the catfish get though. they took a picture of a catfish when I was like 8 years old, and they had it on a swing set frame, and they had hung this catfish on a swing set frame, and it was so big that its tail touched the ground, and I was standing next to it, and it was bigger than me, and I was like 8 years old.
They get that big?
Yes, yeah. They can be over 100 pounds. They get like huge, big around. They can, yeah. But see, catfish get in holes in the underwater. They'll be in like holes. They dig out little holes in the bottom of the river. Yeah.
Well, 'cause I know my mom's from the South, so she always said when you make catfish, you got to make sure you get that mud gland out. Because if it explodes inside there, the fish is no good.
You got to skin them. I remember the first time my oldest son ever seen me skin a catfish. It was hilarious. We had went fishing, and we caught a bunch of catfish, and I took this hook. I had this hook with like a little thing where you could screw it into a fence post. So I screwed it into the fence post, and I took the catfish and I put its head on that hook, and then I took a knife and I kind of cut around its head, and then I took a pair of pliers and I went, and Will was like, he's because I had them acrylic nails on because I was working in an office at the time, and Will's like, "You're gonna break a nail," and I said, "No, I'm not. Watch this." And all in one swoop, I pulled the skin off that fish, and Will was like, he said, "You look like you do that for a living." I said, "Only since I was 3."
Oh my goodness. I don't eat fish. I don't like it.
But yeah, you just hook it on something, and then just take your knife and just run it around the skin. Just enough.
She made a typo. It's okay.
Yeah, but my boy thought I was going to break a nail skinning a catfish. Nope. Done it too many times.
Yeah, they have a mud gland in them. But if you don't get that out of the catfish and it explodes, you have to throw the whole thing away because it poisons the fish, right?
Yeah, you just have to know how to gut them. You just have to know how to gut them. You pull the skin off and then you gut them.
Because they're like bottom feeders, so they suck up all the dirt and everything.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to eat them with the skin on because that's just no. Yeah. But them tails, if you fry them just right, them tails are like a tater chip. They're so good.
Yeah, we never ate fish, but my mom always had her restaurants, and she used to make catfish and cornbread, and those guys would go crazy for that stuff.
I have this surgery. I'll never be able to eat fried catfish again.
You can, just a tiny bite though.
Well, yes.
Did you see them people on the news fighting over them giant crab legs?
No.
It was at a buffet, and it was crab night, and they had those giant crab legs, and people were waiting for them to bring out more, and they started a fight.
She says she's Southern and she makes killer fried catfish. I bet she does. I used to make it all when I was younger, but I quit frying food, so I just buy the fried catfish now. Tuna salad and that. Allergic to shellfish. Oh
God, Robert to eat anything. He ate beef tongue, and they brought it out, and he took it and made it go, look, I'm talking in tongues. And I'm like, stop it. And then he had frog legs, and he was making him dance on his plate, and I'm like, stop it.
I'm not a fan of frog legs. They just taste like fish. If I'm gonna eat fish, I'm gonna eat fish. Why would I eat frog legs that taste like fish? Tastes like fish. That's right. Sometimes you have to go, literally go catch your dinner. Absolutely.
Yeah, we would do vegetarian. My mom would do a cornbread and beans or something like that. She would never.
They polluted your waters. That's ridiculous. Oh, wow. A lot of people are allergic to shellfish.
Yeah. Well, you can look up on YouTube frog legs, and these fresh frog legs, if you sprinkle salt on them, they start twitching and dancing.
If you don't, yeah, you got to cut the tendons.
But
if you don't cut the tendons, they will hop right out of the pan. Yep. True story.
Yeah, I mean, if, like my mom used to say, her dad, they lived in the mountains of Tennessee, and they would have to hunt for their meals. And my grandma would cook it. But
I just reaching down to pet my dog. He decided to lay down here by my feet.
See, I don't mind going fishing, but I put him back. One time I did catch a big fish like this big, and I don't know what it was, and this guy told me, please don't throw it back. Can I have it? And I'm like, take it. I said, I'm not eating it. He took it home and ate it, I guess.
Yeah, I've given fish away that I didn't want. When I was a kid, we used to have this family that worked with my stepdad, and we would go over to their place and clean fish and have fish fries. And there's a fish called buffalo fish. It's full of bones. If you don't know how to eat it, you'll get a mouthful of bones. But Ree would sit.
Those little pin bones? Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, but they call buffalo fish. I think they're just carp. But yeah, Ree would sit around and scale them so that they could fry them and cook them up. But they taste fine, but they're full of little bones. If you don't know how to eat them, then you'll end up with bones in your mouth. But yeah, I scaled so many of those things I can't even tell you.
I wouldn't even know. I don't even know how to cook a fish, honestly.
Cornmeal, seasoning, and vegetable.
Nice. Fish or seafood and the fish. Oh no, his whole face blew up. Is that what you're talking about? It swelled up like that, Teresa?
That's terrible, Teresa. Brim, yeah, brim are the same. Small bones. Yep, you have to know what you're doing to eat them. Yep, but if you catch enough brim, you got yourself a dinner. Yep.
I watched that on Chop. They were using little tweezers, picking out these little pin bones. They said they were.
Yeah, but brim are good. They really have a good flavor to them, brim. But they're only about that big.
Oh, is that a type of fish?
Yeah. In other parts, I think they call them bluegills in other areas, but we always called them brim.
Oh, I know, bluegill.
Yeah.
I've seen those.
Yeah, I think other places call them bluegills, but we always called them brim. Yeah, but if you catch yourself about 30 of them, you got a dinner.
Is that why they always carrying them on a string?
You got to have a lot of them to get dinner. But they're fun to catch, though, because they fight. They fight. They're fun to catch.
I was watching on YouTube. This little girl was catching these piranhas. She had a big piece of meat, and she was sticking it in the water and flinging them in a bucket. And there would be like 15 of them each time she stuck it in there. And she's just flinging them in the bucket like it's an everyday thing for them. I'm like, what if you fell in?
Oh my.
Oh,
Yeah, yeah. Crappie, really good. Yep, yep. Yarny for a small mean, you need to hang out and go fishing sometime. I think she and I would have a good old time fishing and she
Robert wants to go over his vacation and go fishing in these little lakes over here because we have a couple of little lakes around us. And I don't know what's in there, but he's been wanting to go fishing. And I'm like, then let's get your license and go. I'm going to do it on my vacation. I'm like, okay.
I get this weight off of me. That's one of the first things I'm gonna do. Me and Johnny already have fishing poles. We're gonna go fishing as soon as I get some of this weight back off of me.
I got him a fishing pole. I got to get one.
Yep, we're gonna go get fishing lines, fishing licenses, and we're gonna go.
The bass, my brother-in-law is a bass fisherman. Is that the ones where they fling them on the string and pull the strings back?
That's and it just left. Trout fishing? Are you talking about trout?
No, she said her brother-in-law is a bass fisherman, and I seen a fishing show, and they were flinging their rod out, and it wasn't. They had a string, and they were like pulling it.
What is that? Fly fishing. That's
Oh,
right.
fly fishing. That's it.
I don't do fly fishing.
Oh, you want a trophy?
Yeah, she won a trophy.
Oh no, not a trophy. She won the tournament and won a brass rod.
Came with a trophy or a check, maybe. Yeah, I do. I love.
Well, I will make sure to take pictures when he's on vacation so that you guys can see. So you guys can see if we caught anything.
Yeah, I got to borrow Johnny's phone.
Why?
That was my oldest son trying to call me. And I'm using my phone for this thing. Unlock your phone, please. I got to call Will.
Yeah, I mean, we got if you go back towards where we used to live, towards the city, we grew up on the borderline. This was Chicago, and this was where we grew up in Cicero. So we were right on the border.
Sorry, I'm doing a live stream with my friend Cindy.
And
okay,
we had the Des Plaines River. But honestly, I would not eat anything out of the Des Plaines River because it was nasty. Unless you went back down further
whatever you think
south,
is best.
then you could probably fish there, but not in where we were.
Okay, honey, love you. Bye.
I couldn't hunt. I don't think I could.
Okay.
I do when I can, but my husband's not a fisherman.
Sorry about that, y'all. My oldest son was calling me on the phone that I'm using to do the live, and then so I had to get Johnny to bring me his phone so I could call him. Because I never reject Will's calls, and so I didn't want him to think that something was wrong. He's in the middle of switching jobs again, so he was just telling me, when that was going to happen.
My mother, father.
Yeah. Over fly fishing. Yeah. Okay.
Catching up.
Yeah, I'm trying to catch up to I'm using the hooks. Oh, cool.
Aw, that's nice. He still uses them.
Oh, wow. That's cool. We always mainly, when we go fishing, is just got a bunch of worms. We just go get some worms and put them on the hook.
You know what we used in the ponds, like the little ponds where we used to live? We just put corn on it.
Corn works.
Bring a can of corn, hook a couple pieces on there, throw it in. And they get little those little rainbow fishes, or I don't know if they're called bluegills or rainbow fishes. They used to catch that.
There are rainbow trouts. There are such thing as a rainbow trout.
No, I mean these were little, but they might
Oh.
be bluegills then, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, these were just really tiny. So we just unhook them. You know, I always have that long tool that can get in there and take the hook out, because I never would throw them back with those hooks in there.
Yeah, I hadn't tried amigurumi either, Zola. I'm afraid my hands would cramp up trying to do those tiny stitches.
You can do the bigger ones with like the polyester yarn, you know, the chenille yarn.
Yeah.
You can do that and make amigurumi, and they'll just be bigger.
Oh, okay.
Because if you ever look
Get
at some
on
of
the
the
bed, baby.
bigger ones they have, that's what they're made out of.
There you go. There you go, Axel. Get on the bed, baby. There you go, buddy. He takes up half the bed.
I'm not great at it, but I'm still practicing. You know,
I might try my hand at it eventually. I'll find me a tutorial and try, but I don't know.
because like I made the shark here with one needle,
I might
and
start
then I
with
made
a pillow. I might start by trying to make myself a pillow or something.
Well, see, then with the fins, I used a different needle, and it made it look totally different. So I didn't like that part.
We're going on 2 hours, kid.
Oh, yeah.
We're at 1 hour and 36 minutes.
Yeah, my battery's almost going too.
I don't know about mine. Oh, I should text Will and tell him not to park behind me.
Thank you, Zola. Thank you so much. He's my first hammerhead. He's got little eyeballs.
Yeah, me and Johnny get back from the store. I got to record my tutorial for my shawl since I finished the full size one last night.
Yes, Amanda has her first pattern of her own.
Yep. I've been working with my friend Amy. She's going to do the written part for me. I'm going to offer the written pattern for like $3 and just fix it where I can email it to people. They can just PayPal me $3 and I'll just email them the written pattern, because I don't have any fancy, software or anything like that lets me do the written part. I'm not that, this is my first time coming out with my own written, my own pattern. So
they're all saying woohoo.
Yeah, I've been working on it real hard the last couple of weeks to try to make sure that it would work on all the different weight yarns that I could manage to do. I did a work to sample in 3 weight, 4 weight, and 5 weight, and it works in all them. So I know it'll work in the thinner weights, like 1 and 2. I know it'll work in those. I can't wait to see what it's going to look like in some of those big old cotton cakes, some of those like the mill ends you got,
Yeah.
I can't wait to see it worked up in one of them. I know it's going to look really cool because it's going to let the yarn be the star, because the stitch is so simple, it's really simple. And so I think it's going to look really good. And some of those yarns.
I got a sneak peek of it, guys. So don't be jealous. She'll be showing you. We got to go Amanda, go Amanda, go Amanda. She got her first pattern.
Yeah, I think so. I think so too, Kim G. Yeah, I just I mean, I think $3 is fine. I'm already set up on PayPal and oh, okay, bye. Thank you for coming and chatting with us. And
she has to go. She said she has to go sand her wall. It's dry now.
Oh, okay. It's awesome.
Yeah.
That you hung out with us.
Thank you guys all for coming.
Yep. I think this is a good time to wrap it up. We're
Now
going to do
gonna
it again tomorrow night at 7.
You set it up for tomorrow night at 7?
Yep.
Okay. Because we're going to do a nighttime one too. So we got to get more facts and trivia.
Yep. I went
Okay.
just a few pages into my book before we went completely off.
I know we went way off the rails there.
Way off the reservation here. I knew we would. This is our first live together.
Yeah.
I knew we would. It was typical us, you know. I knew we'd end up off the rails. You know, you have ADD, so
I just lose it. Okay, we're going to be back tomorrow at 7, but we're going to be on Amanda's channel.
Yep.
7 Central Time, right?
Yep.
You're on Central
7
Time too.
Yep.
Thank you guys so much for coming.
Yes, thank you everybody for coming.
Hugs and puppy kisses, and remember, adopt.
Don't shop.
That's right.
Wait for you to shelter or the rescue. Love you all.
Bye. Thank you for coming.